Hey, welcome back, my amazing student. So in this lecture here, I want to take care of some of these buttons here, especially this one here. And when I say buttons, I mean button. I want to take care of this button here, and I want to only show it if the user is logged in. And if it's not, the user is not logged in, I want to show a login button and maybe a logout or something like that. So I want to take care of this detecting states here in navigation. That's going to be a really interesting lecture. Let's get to it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off some of this stuff here just because it's getting too crowded here, right? So I am in the navigation, in the navbar component here. And remember that in the app.js, we are passing in the state, right? Let's go back in here. Let me make sure that we're passing in the state, the auth user and the function, right? So we are able to handle that stuff in there. So let's go in here and accept that. And let's just say, hey, we want the auth user here, and let's get the auth user, the set auth user function as well. Let's get access to that, right? One thing here that I want is the hook, use navigate. Navigate. There we go. That takes care of that. Let's go here and put this inside this function. So let's go. And remember that I told you about the global access that we were going to have to navigate, right? Well, we're going to have to do that in the next lecture, I believe, next or the one after that, because this is the last time I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using the same code over and over again. We don't do that. In my regular applications, I don't do that. So I wasn't planning on creating so many lectures for this course, but I want you guys to take advantage of all this knowledge. React is pretty cool, and you should master it, all right? So take all my courses, follow me, and, and be free from ever having to be jobless or not make any money, because with a web development career, especially with React skills, you shouldn't be having a hard time finding a job or finding projects to do online or even offline, okay? All right, so we're going to create a function here called handle logout. That's another thing that we have written twice here. The same function that we have in the login component, I think in the logout, in the sidebar, right? So we do have this already here, right here, right? So we're going to basically do the same thing here. So we are repeating code, not good. We're going to take care of that in the next following lecture. But right now, let's just do it one more time here. And basically, this is what we're doing here, right? The same thing as we did before, but instead of navigating to the login, we're going to navigate to the home page, okay? Because we're going to have a button somewhere in navigation here, okay, to log out. So that's the first thing. We got that function there. Now, let's go ahead and do some conditional rendering here. So what I want to do, I want to see where admin is. This is the link for admin. And you can see it's just a link. And we want to conditionally render that link. So let's do that right here. So I'm just going to separate this. And let's do some JavaScript expression here. So if auth user, okay, and I'm going to put the ampersand here. Then I want to put some JS sets. And let's put that in here. There we go. Let's see. Right? So the user is not logged in. We can see that. So when we log in the user, you don't see the admin anywhere, right? So when we log in the user and we go back to the home, you can see the link here. All right. So we took care of that doing this here with the ampersand. Super simple. You guys should understand this code. So basically, if the auth user is truthy or truth or positive or it exists, then we want to render this stuff, right? All right. So now let's do another condition here. And the condition, I'm going to grab this guy here. And this one is just going to be the opposite. So I'm going to say if not user. All right. If not user, then I want to do this. All right. And I'm not going to do the ampersand. I'm going to say if not user, because I'm going to do another one here. So if not user, then we want to display a login. Okay. And then we'll do else here. And we'll do some JS sets. And here we're going to do a button to log out. Okay. So let's go ahead and create that real quick. Let's put the button here to look like this. Let's just give it some classes. There we go. It's just right here. All right. This one should say log out. There we go. And then we'll put a onClick in here, of course. We have a function that we created on top to handle the logout. Simple as that. Okay. That looks to me like it's perfect. Let's see how that looks. All right. So this is the whole code right here. Okay. Right here. Let's see. All right. You can see that the logout is right here as well. All right. So I'm going to click this. And now you can see that it says login, right? It redirected us to homepage. And now we can just click on login and it works pretty nicely, right? Now we have admin. We don't even have to log out. We can log out from here as well. So you see how fast that's working? That's React for you guys. All righty. We're doing pretty good, guys. Let's keep moving. Let's keep learning some really cool stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next following lecture.